Clegg in the midst of it. Holmberg gets it back and then tried to backhand it out to Alex Steeves, wearing number 46 this year. Some number changes for the Marlies. A shot right on Alex Steeves. Opens the scoring for the Marlies in this season. Just 3 minutes and 30 seconds in to this first period. They tried this earlier. Attached to it. Here's Steve, side of the goal. Anderson being knocked about out front. Cross, Robertson, wrap one off the pads. Trying to get it back up to the blue line. They do. Shaw to the goal, scores! Logan Shaw makes it 4-2 with a power play goal with 2:34 remaining. And the Marlies get a goal. 3:30 into the hockey game, and they're set.
Up for grabs, you know that they're going to be right on top of you.
Down low, Bobby McMahon from behind the goal. Alex Steeves back to McMahon. Little pitch and catch there. Villeneuve looking cross ice. Steeves to the goal! Scores! Alex Steeves with his second goal in as many games. Puts the Marlies up 2-1. 2 power play goals in this one, and the Marlies take the lead.
Well, there's nothing you like better as a team to make another team pay for a bad penalty. And this is really just a carbon copy of the first power play goal. Marlies are able to find this seam again. They work it around the outside, work it around, and then cross through the seam for a quick shot.
Well, Austin Czarnik's been a good player, point-a-game guy in this league for a while. And you would have to guess that he is going to factor into any success that the Griffins have this year. Marlies on the power play. Abruzzese moves it along inside to Shaw. Hollowell gets it back to him. Down low, backside, scores! Alex Steeves with a dart to the back of the goal.
And a little different look than we saw last week, but not a whole lot. That pass is coming from a slightly different angle, but there's Alex Steeves with that quick release shot. He's able to find the back of the net, and the Marlies do a great job of just finding the passes, finding Logan Shaw in the bumper position, finding Shaw again. That puck goes down low, and Steeves makes no mistake. It's on and off his stick quickly, and they're just looking.
Well, plays it hard to the boards. Luft is able to keep it in. Pressure here from Grand Rapids. Picked up by Anderson, grabs it, moves it along. Alex Steeves takes the 8:15 into the city, taking care of business as the Marlies go up 4-1 with 2:36 remaining in the third period.
You know, this is just good work in their own zone. You can see that their goal in their own zone is just to get that puck back, get a hard rim, chip the puck out. Unfortunately, they're able to come up with it in the neutral zone. Joey Anderson, the selfless play by making that.
Is turning out. Hirosi's been great on the forecheck in this game. Steeves quickly finding some help. Joey Anderson shoots, scores! Toasty! Joey Anderson with his second of the hockey game to bring the Marlies within one, a 4-on-4 goal.
Well, you know, 4-on-4 is so much more similar to 3-on-3 like you'd see in overtime. Take the puck back, possess it if you don't like what you have. And we see here, you're just able to hit Anderson as he comes off the bench. That's going to be one that Olkanora is going to want back. Certainly he misread.
Here comes Hoffenmeyer back up through the middle. Leads it along to Steeves. Carries it and moves it quickly. Sharp one on the backhand. Played out. Up high. Hoffenmeyer quickly over to Anderson. Gives it over to Steeves. Anderson parks himself out front of the goal. The shot, the rebound, the scores! Joey Anderson on the power play. Puts the Marlies up 1-0 in the first period with 3:29 remaining. And the power play strikes the second time on the road in only the second road game. And Joey Anderson just continues to put together a terrific start to his season. Gaudette takes a swipe at it. He had the open goal, but he could not make the love connection. Back comes to Steeves from Gaudette. Tried to turn back. Alex Steeves back up high. Petronillo to the goal. He scores from distance. It slides through the goaltender. And Matteo Petronillo picks up the goal to start this hockey game on a nice little feed from Alex Steeves. And as Abruzzese got there, but it all got bunched up. They'll try it one more time. Hollowell looks for options, finds Abruzzese behind him with a little bit of speed. Anderson trying to kick it back down the boards. It comes loose, up high. Hollowell turning hard, scores! What an absolute bomb from Logan Shaw as he ties it up at 3 apiece. Getting the Marlies back even. Logan Shaw leans into this one and buries it past Caden Primo. Boy, he got messed up there with a lot of bodies, but maybe intentionally. Steeves, cross, finding help. Steeves again, Anderson, cross to Shaw, scores! He pounds that into the back of the net, and Logan Shaw puts the Marlies up 3-1. There's a sonic boom behind that one. Anderson sees him. Shaw captures it. Shaw wins it back. Steeves. Oh, he wanted that shot. Dargachintsev back. Steeves cross. Shaw comes back. They keep it in the zone. Back over Dargachintsev. Out front looking for Anderson. He got the tip, but it went high. Finding Steeves again. Shaw. Steeves waiting for it. That shot scores! In overtime, Logan Shaw with the hat trick. And the Marlies win, picking up the extra point. What a night for Logan Shaw. What a couple of games that he has played here for Toronto. And the Marlies are going home with 4 points from a trip to Laval. Logan Shaw picks it up from there. Looks in. Abruzzese there, gets it back from Steeves. Steeves again, wanted to throw it into the mix. Shaw down low, turning was Dargachintsev, and it is up but not out. Steeves, 14 seconds left to go in the 5-on-3. Shaw looks in, Dargachintsev doesn't have it there, backs off, got to move the puck. Dargachintsev back to Steeves, the shot, the rebound at the side of the goal. Good chance there from Abruzzese. Turning, scores! Alex Steeves on the power play. 10 games in a row the power play has been successful. And this time, Alex Steeves puts his mark on it. Logan Shaw sees him cross-eyed. Arche able to keep it in. Now they get some possession time, but only briefly as Gaudette plays it off the wall and out. It bounces in front. Steeves tries to get a piece of it. Back for Gaudette, who sends it down the ice, and Gannett is able to get a piece of it and hang on. Steeves trying to confuse the issue just a little bit. 3 minutes left to go. Extra attacker on for the Sens as they line up and get to it. Hoffenmeyer backs up off the glass or off the boards, and now trying to find it is Steeves. Drags it over. Gaudette takes the 8-15 into the city for 3 on the night for Adam Gaudette. And the Marlies go up 5-2, and that sends the fans to their feet and to the exits here in Belleville. As Adam Gaudette comes up with a hat trick, the second one in as many days for the Toronto Marlies. As he and Steeves combine, still working to it. Shaw has it, gives it back to the line for Steeves. Dargachintsev It wandered on him, but he got it back to Shaw on the second effort. Dargachintsev looks out front. Anderson's there. He and Abrazizi. Back out. Shaw takes the shot. Bounces at the side of the goal. Scores! Love, peace, and hockey grease. The Marlies pick up a power play goal, setting a new mark for 12 games in a row on the power play. Turns around and he waits patiently on it.
Maybe would have liked to get a shot off there, I think.
He absolutely would. He makes contact with Seeloff again as it comes back up the wall. Logan Shaw picked up. Steeves finds Hoffenmeyer toward the goal. Scores! The charging Heptalo. Goal Hoffenmeyer. And it's all his clean in.
Well, Abbotsford's going to have to clean up the front of their net. They need to start laying some lumber and moving some guys there. They're not helping their goalie. And right here, it's just a C&I shot. That's just one that he's probably hoping for a rebound, trying to throw that in on net. Next thing you know, he gets a goal. And you know, it all started, if you go back, Toronto
along the boards, and it is played by Shaw as he banks it up and out. A chance for Steeves as he cuts in and takes the 8-15 into the city. Alex Steeves makes it 3-1 with the empty net goal with 1:16 left to play. Great play by Shaw to get it to Steeves, banked up and over the boards, and well played by Steeves to step past his man and take that puck to the goal.
1%, just under 70% on the road, that's 30th league-wide. So the Monsters in the box as a tripping call, leveled against Olivier LeBlanc, and ice-breaking goal sought now by the power-playing Marlies. They win the ozone draw. Big drive, left circle, they score! Logan Shaw lowers the boom from atop that left dot, and that took very little time. 11 seconds into the power play. Number 11, Shaw makes it 1-0 Marlies. Well, that was efficient, to say the least. Shaw's the leading scorer for the Marlies this year, and he scores at exactly 7 minutes of the first period. That tally his 8th of the year and 21st point. And pass came back to the right point for Semyon Dargachintsev. He sent it across to the top of the
lifted in. He'll get that one all by himself as he cut off that pass. Crawls, sends it cross ice to the goal, scores! And right back at you, Hoffenmeyer from distance. Is it touchdown front? I don't think so. It went clean in, and Noel Hoffenmeyer will get on the board with his third goal of the year, his 15th point. He was in the top 10 in scoring, and he moves up.
Throws cross ice, right side, Dargachintsev curls back, holds top of the right ring, throws it down low for Steeves. Up to the center point, Villeneuve, left side, Shaw, down low, tip, score! Oh, great puck movement, the power play converts for the Marlies. And a gifted man advantage ends up in the back of the net for Toronto. Steeves has tied the game at 1. The unforced error for the Crunch with the too many men comes back and bites him. And Alex Steeves on the power play has tied the game 1-1. 10:36 left in the second period. When you have a team that is as dangerous on the power play as the Marlies are, you cannot afford to take those types of penalties. And Toronto able to take advantage and tie the game. Great pass from Shaw. Another unmarked man in front of the goal.
15 seconds in. Landisi trying to come back out. Steeves wanted to turn on that shot. Gets it back up to the blue line. Hoffenmeyer scores from distance.
Well, and we've seen that before. He has a cannon from the point. When we talk about the Marlies wanting to increase their offense today, how about that? One shot, one goal, 1-0 Marlies.
What an absolute blast he has here.
Just a little bit of puck work down low, too, to protect it and get it up to the point. Quick D-to-D pass, and then that puck's off of his stick.
Or rather, the Leafs don't have depth. There's a toss ahead as it comes back. Waiting for it is Tommy Miller, but it comes back as Kopke tries to move it around. Shaw does not. There's Steeves out front, backhand, scores! Alex Steeves sneaks one by with a silent rattlesnake. past Allenfeld to tie it up at 1 apiece. 10:37 into the first period. Steeves on the board for the Marlies. He is second on the team in scoring. Nice move to bring it back to the backhand, and then drops it all the way back to Abramoff. It's a long drop, and Blandisi gets it back, draws it down the wall, finds Villeneuve, who gets attention right away. Back off the wall for Steeves, looks down side of the goal, looking for Ellis out front. Good play by Allenfeld, rather, by knocking that one out of the air. Abramoff, cross ice, turning, scores! Joseph Blandisi cleans up the Alex Steeves shot. I don't know if he got the touch on it or not. He's shaking his head that he did, in fact, give it a touch. That's great, classic Blandisi. 2-1, the Marlies go up as they get the power play goal. And Blandisi gives it the poke across the way. Come the Syracuse crunch. Chop back at the blue line. It comes out. And now here comes Semyon Dargachintsev with Steeves. And he finds himself caught up. And Alex Steeves takes the 8:15 into the city with 4:05 left to play in the third period. The Marlies have themselves a 4-1 lead. Being outshot 22-12. It is 2 apiece. Out front it comes over the far side. Steeves pokes it out. Now here's Shaw working back with McMahon. 2-on-1. Bobby McMahon scores! And the Marlies retake the lead. Shaw and McMahon combine to blast one past Subban.
When the Americans scored their second goal, you could see that I think that upset the Marlies, that they'd given up this 2-goal lead, and it lit a bit of a fire in them. They had some good zone time, but if you could pick 2 better players, I don't know who they'd be to be on a 2-on-1 when your team needs a goal. Shaw, your leading scorer, to McMahon, who's been on fire, 5-game point streak for him, and they complete the 2-on-1, put the Marlies back up 3-2.
Young Steeves searches for some answers. They get it back up to Hollowell, to the net, knocked down by Regula, and Hollowell puts it out front. A little whack at it, a little touch by Steeves. Not enough to fool the goaltender. Back up high on the line. Likes to shoot. Hoffenmeyer! And that one hard to the goal. Finds its way past Stauber. And the Marlies tie it up just 55 seconds into the second period. Noah Hoffenmeyer gets another one. And either way, just worry all the way around. Trying to get that back across to Gaudette. The Penguins get it back down the ice. Marlies turn it around quickly. Here's Blandisi, 3-on-2 as he waits on the play. Back over for Ellis. Couldn't recapture it, but he's able to keep a hold of the puck. Here's Hoffenmeyer. Steeves turns, shoots low on the left side. Gets it back. Steeves draws in again. Down low. He and Blandisi on a pitch and catch. Turning, Hoffenmeyer, tip, scores! Noel Hoffenmeyer on the power play. And the Marlies remain perfect at home on the power play. Every single home game, they have scored at least one.
As I said, that was such a big power play for the Marlies. They didn't have a great one at the start of the period. This was a great bounce-back power play. Noel Hoffenmeyer does such a fantastic job of getting pucks through. He'll take a couple of wristers and float a few in, and then he'll do that. He'll unload the big blast. And so goalies never know what to expect. Opposing team defensemen don't know what to expect, and you can't place a shot better than that.
Get down into the corner. It really is about finding that pace and play a game. Steeves picked it up through the middle. Here comes McMahon. Through the middle, following it up. Semyon Dargachintsev back to Steeves. Waits, shoots, score! Absolute rip as Sogard. As Bobby McMahon takes it down the right side. Doesn't mind powering in. Backhand scores! McMahon! What a goal to make it 3-2 with 9:04 left to go in the third period. Sweet looking goal.
Well, we just talked about how good Karmer's been down low, so what do? Flip one up high on him. And McMahon, I was expecting a good game from him today. He's so big, he's so strong, he's a great north-south driver. One way to beat a team that's playing a trap on you, do this. Use a big body, drive it wide.
Finds Alex Steeves. Got help behind him, but he sends it down deep. And there goes Kyle Clifford after it. Stick out of the hand, but Steeves knocked down. He's back to it. Clifford, Steeves gets back to it, wants the shot, takes the shot, scores! Alex Steeves, does it go off of anybody out front? Don't think so. And Steeves has tied the game up.
Alex Steeves does a really good job here to recognize that his defender doesn't have a stick. They win this battle down low, which they should. They've got one guy without a stick, and he just pulls the puck, nice and patient, waits for that defenseman to try to block it. There's not much he can do without a stick in his hand.
Right side, it pops in, Gaudette in behind, alone, backhand, scores! Harmonious chaos, and a goal results as Adam Gaudette gets on the board first for the Marlies.
I don't think Laval's too happy about this one. It was arguably offside. I don't know what you thought from your vantage point there, Todd, but it was pretty close. But Adam Gaudette just gets in behind the defenseman, and that's 3 games in a row. We've seen that forehand, backhand.
Gaudette, Kokkonen sends one toward the goal, tipped up front, scores! What a goal! What a surprising move to the goal, and Alex Steeves is going to get the credit as crossing in front of the goaltender was Gaudette, and Kokkonen with the original shot.
And again, something that looked pretty innocent, just a nice little wrist or point shot. Gaudette's going to the net. Creates a little bit of traffic, tough for the goalie to get his eyes on it, and that one just bounces.
It became a non-story, but kind of impressive, actually. That shot up at the oddest angle gets inside the post, and Alex Steeves puts the Marlies up 3-1.
Well, that had a similar feel to Abrazizi's goal in that it did not cross that line by much, but you could see it hit the mesh on the side of the net. And, you know, this goal really starts off the face-off, and Gaudette walks the tops of the circles, gets a nice shot off. Steeves just turns and fires. I got to think this is one that Salmonen would like back because he's below the goal line when he shoots that. Almost an impossible angle, yet it finds its way into the back of the net.
That, I'm here to tell you, it's not a way to get at it. Here's Gaudette as he steps around, fires it over, Steeves scores! Alex Steeves shaves one past the goaltender, Mandalisi, and puts the Marlies up 1-0. And Adam Gaudette and Steeves, who were out of the lineup the other night, make noise fresh back. Stuff you travel with to go with you as well. That shot doesn't get there, and it rolls back out, and it creates a 2-on-1. Here's Rafai, takes the shot, scores! Marshall Rafai with a dart into the goal as he ties it up at 15:05. Awkward fall into the boards by Alex Steeves, and when he finally gets up, he congratulates Rafai. The option to pass this one would have been mighty, but must have up high. Here's Villeneuve, getting help from the bench now. Hellickson tosses it along for Steeves. High to the line, to the goal, scores! Following it up, Dargachintsev gets on the board and puts the Marlies up 2-0 with less than 20 seconds to go. Semyon Dargachintsev makes some noise on this play. There's the original shot Did not seem to want to follow. Shaw grabs it up here. They got to put it in quick here toward the goal. Out the other side, scores! Steeves comes back and makes it a 3-2 game with 15.4 seconds left to go. And the Marlies bring it to within one.
Two very good, very high-powered power plays facing off.
Steeves on the backhand scores. A silent rattlesnake strikes for Alex Steeves. Just a minute 36 in on the power play.
Well, I think that one even surprised Steeves. He cut to the middle, didn't even really get a shot off. It just sort of trickled off of his stick. Caught Caden Primo by surprise. You can see he enters the zone here, and he just takes that step to the middle. He kind of gets the shot off. Looks like it goes off of Dello's stick or foot. We'll take another look here. Off of his foot. Surprises Primo and sort of trickles in between the 5-hole.
They keep the zone alive as they step back to it. Picked up and lifted out by Dryden Hunt. In front for Blandisi. Turns around, gives it to Steeves, who takes the 8-15 into the city. Alex Steeves with his second goal of the hockey game, his 16th of the year, makes it 4-1 with 2:03 left to go in the third period.
And some really nice plays off of this, starting with Dryden Hunt, getting the puck and just flipping it into the neutral zone, not icing it, just a nice soft little flip into the neutral zone, and then Blandisi using his body to protect the puck and make that pass to Alex Steeves, who makes no mistake on.
Rockets, especially when they've had some success. Steeves working back 2-on-1 with Hunt, cross ice. Dryden Hunt tries to pick it up and put it off the back. They've got him out of place and position, and Hunt takes advantage as he puts the second one by. A slow developing goal, but those count too.
They all count, and that was interesting. Good bit of patience by Dryden Hunt. It looked like he had run himself out of room and then was still able to make the play for his first goal as a Toronto Marlie. You can see this develops into a 2-on-1. Alex Steeves makes the pass, and Hunt just doesn't have anything. Tries to bank it off the back of Primo, and then is able to get that bank.
Here goes Alex Steeves. Picking it up and turning it around. Villeneuve steals it, and now over for Steeves. It wandered on him just a little bit, a little too hard. Picked up, here's Hunt, scores! Dryden Hunt drops one in the goal, and the Marlies go up 2-1 with 8:58 left to go in the third period.
And really just about the only thing he hadn't done this game. He's been so good away from the puck. He's been so good defensively. And then he puts this one in to give the Marlies the 2-goal lead. And this is a nice play just to get the puck back to him in front of the net. Nice long pass. And
Abruzzese and across the line. Steeves back to Abruzzese. Back out. McMahon scores! Bobby McMahon comes up with another bite as the Utica Comets surrender one on the power play.
Well, Bobby McMahon just keeps scoring goals, and we've seen this time and again from him, this hard wrist shot. But what a pass from Nick Abruzzese, who's having a great season himself.
And it finds Bobby McMahon, who gets it to Steeves, a spinner at the blue line. And hands it over to Abruzzese. Out front, McMahon scores! A big bite on the power play for the McManwich. As he puts the Marlies up 2-1.
Well, Marlies did a good job of spreading out the penalty kill just a little bit, and we saw the miscue at the blue line as Richard got high and got his stick on that puck. When they got back into the zone, they realized they'd drawn them out a little bit, so they just moved the puck down low. McMahon's now open in the middle, and that's a shot that he doesn't miss too often. He gets himself into that position, turns and fires, puts the puck just under the crossbar. But as soon as they stretched out that penalty kill, they got them headed out towards the blue line. They opened up that spot in the middle.
I'm a specialist at this level. Pretty reliable stuff as They come across the line, dish it off to Steeves. He's got Abrazizi down low, out front, the shots, scores! Holmberg through the Salt Sea and into the harbor. And he gets one back for the Marlies as the power play makes them pay. And Holmberg finds another goal to add to his total. He has been effective. He was effective last night, and again, quick over for Ellis. Right back to Hoffenmeyer. A little pitch and catch up high, down low. Here's Steeves. Got one body out front. There's the shot. Scores! Noel Hoffenmeyer with the Hoffenbomb. And the Marlies draw within one on the power play goal. 3-2. Great setup, 5-on-3. As Noel Hoffenmeyer has been leaning into him all season long, but that is long shot ahead. Steeves plays it back in, scrambles down into the corner. Zohorna there to pick it up. Holmberg off the boards, back up high. Ben looks to the goal, shoots, scores! Exact fare for the bus. And that one is in the goal and down the street in a hurry. Jordy Ben. And they're having a forcing it back up. Hoffenmeyer, it's in the feet. Nobody can find it. Now they're kicking it about as time ticks away. Hoffenmeyer pokes it back. Now Steeves back over to Hoffenmeyer. Shot, scores! Tipped out front by Kyle Clifford, and the Marlies tie it up on the power play. Hoffenmeyer with the shot, Clifford with the goal. His 7th of the season, 19th point of the year in 39 games. And Kyle Clifford with the hard work out front. Hoffenmeyer top of the face-off circle. Get the veteran all freaked out about it. And Ben comes in, gets a skate on it to move it ahead. Steeves plays it off the player. Back to Ellis. Out front, Ellis scores! As he takes it off the defender, picks it up on his forehand, and Max Ellis puts it by for the lead in the hockey game. 2-1. Just slides it.
And then he takes that step, cuts to the middle, gets his shot off.
Here's a chance right on goal, and out front it comes. Steeves swiping at it. Wouldn't fall for him. And Hoffenmeyer back over. Steeves shoots. He scores! Alex Steeves! Take the monkey, throw it out of the building.
Well, I got to think that was part of that celebration. You see Steeves, there's some emotion there. This team has not been able to score a first period goal. Alex Steeves had 7 shots on goal yesterday, and 4 were quality scoring opportunities. So to put this one in, off of the rebound, is able to pick it up, loses it again, and then gets this nice pass. He makes
24 seconds left as they try to get it back up. Niemela moves it back for Steeves again. Looks in. Steeves back to Niemela. Toward the goal. Scores! Tied up. A huge goal. Topi Niemela comes up with the goal to tie things up with 12.2 seconds left. What a goal! And the Marlies are looking good. You can barely believe.
Toronto another chance to get this power play going.
Holmberg out of the mix, trying to find the puck here. Clifford in there too. Puck falls, drops toward the goal, and a bang, and it gets across the line finally. Ferguson can't believe it. But Clifford is going to get the goal, and does he ever deserve it?
Oh, he does, and that was just hard work. And Ferguson's not too pleased. There was a lot of traffic in front. But did Kyle Clifford ever work hard to put that puck in the net? It's a battle right off of the face.
Trying to move it back through the middle. Bernard Docker. Shaw will step into it. Steeves presenting. Shaw up front. Alex Steeves. Sour cream. He's smooth but dangerous when left open.
Oh, another nice goal. And the Marlies just taking advantage of turnovers, turning back 2-on-1, and this is something that we haven't seen them be able to generate a lot of 2-on-1s. This is a turnover, and they pounce on this. Logan Shaw again, and he hits Alex.
Gotta give him credit. Nemitz getting gritty as it comes back up. Matt Hollowell tried to get it to the goal. Tipped back by Steeves, and now turning around. Puts the Marlies up 5-4 with 7:19 left to go in the third period. Sweet goal by SDA.
You could just see this building as they have one good shift. It builds into another good shift. SDA gets this puck. He just turns and fires into a crowd. See what he can find, and he finds the back.
Steeves going on there. Back up. Niemela. Steeves. Hangs on the half boards. Moves it down for Clifford. Back to Steeves. He draws in. Clifford steps out. Scores! The Colonel, Kyle Clifford, comes up with the goal as he puts one right in the bucket.
When we talked about the importance of the face-off, Marlies win this. They get themselves set up. Down to Kyle Clifford low in the same spot Blandisi was on in the last goal. And then nice little skill move by Kyle Clifford in order to get that shot off, find the back of the net.
Mac Hollowell trying to keep it in. Zohorna comes all the way back. Petronero up for Steeves. Puts some skates on it and leads it in. Here's Petronero with a chance. He scores! Cinco to Petronero as he puts the Marlies up 2-1 with 9:29 left to go in the second period. As the Marlies get a timely goal here at the midway point of the second period. This is nothing more than a 3-game series. Hard shot, scores! Alex Steeves. Power play goal for the Marlies. 3 on the afternoon. 4 on the afternoon for the Marlies. My mistake. As all of them have come on the extra man. But they are still down 7-3.
Well, they are, and you said it. It was that 3-minute period of time that has really cost.
Ellis to the goal, and that is blocked out front by Prow. Has himself a goal here tonight and a block, too. 9 minutes almost off the clock here, and a few seconds left to go on the power play as Pontus Holmberg moves it back up high. It does not quite, it does find its way to Niemela. Down in, Clifford picked up. And that one finds itself in the back of the goal as Pontus Holmberg is second of the night. A